Watch me as I install my lac wall shelf. Now here's what I'm working with. I got my lac wall shelf and the bracket it comes with. And this shelf is about 3.5 feet long. And I know there are 2 different types of brackets out there. One like this and one that has 2 or 3 different prongs sticking out. Insulation is basically the same for both of them. The lac comes with rectangular washers, as you can see on the end, or at least I think they're called washers. I'm going to call them that anyway. And also an Allen wrench and screws. But you will need to get your own screws to affix the shelf to the wall. So I'm using those blue screws there. They're Tapcon screws, and these are really good. They're good for concrete walls. And what's amazing about them is that they don't require any anchors, so you can screw them directly into the wall. You'll need a drill, the appropriate drill bit, and a screwdriver bit, and always your protective glasses. And a level to make sure your shelf isn't lopsided. Once you've figured out the right place on your wall for your bracket to hang, take your level and make sure that your bracket is indeed leveled, of course. And once you've done that, take your pencil to mark where you want to drill the holes. Now I'm going to drill 3 holes, 1 in the center and 1 on each side. If you have a pronged bracket, check the description box for my 2 cents on how to install it. Now it's time to drill the holes, so you get your drill and you drill the holes appropriately, and I've got a whole other video with all the instructions about drilling into walls, in particular cement walls, so you can check out that video to see how I do that. So the holes are drilled and now it's time to affix a bracket to the wall. So starting at the center point, I put the washer thing against the bracket and I put the screw in. And I would normally drive the screw with a drill, but I actually got a noise complaint, so condo living problems. And so I had to use my screwdriver, but I got it pretty secure, but I would definitely use the drill to secure the bracket. The time has come for me to attach the shelf to the bracket. I lined up the holes on the shelf with the gaps in the bracket, and then I went into my tool belt, i.e. my jeans pocket, and took out the first screw. Now, starting in the center, I inserted the screw by hand, and then I finished it off with the Allen wrench. Now, I only screwed it in about 75% of the way, and then I got the other screw and put it in on one side, and I put the other screw on the other side, and then little by little, I secured the shelf securely to the bracket. Note that I positioned the brackets so that the screws would be on the top instead of the bottom. So since this shelf is going to be laying relatively high on the wall, I don't want any screw heads to be visible from the bottom. So put the screws towards the top and you won't be able to see anything. So after all that was done, I got the level out to make sure everything was lined up properly, and it was, so it's all good. And here's the finished result. And you can see the bottom is completely seamless. Thank you for watching I See Melanie. Don't forget that I have a tutorial video on how to drill into a concrete wall, and if you're looking to give your lac a little makeover, check out my little hack video, okay? Take care, guys.